Now, the moment that I saw Jessica for the very first time with her big, beautiful red lipstick smile, I knew that I was done for. I literally was knocked off my feet, so I knew that I had to be cool as a cucumber with this one. I was not that cool. And certainly any game that I may have had the day that I met Jessica definitely faded and melted away as I began to actually truly fall in love with this woman. And I guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt that I was showing the 7 signs I'm gonna be talking about in this video. So here are 7 scientific signs that a man is actually falling in love with you. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littleche from lovestrategies.com, where I help successful single women find love and do it with a proven strategy. And if you are ready to attract the man in the relationship that you deeply desire, give this video a like, make sure you give it a heart, and please follow me wherever you're watching this video because we have a lot more content coming for you this upcoming year. So here are the signs that a man is actually falling for you based on science. Number 1 is that I just couldn't stop looking at her whenever I was with her. Men are very visual creatures, and science backs this up. In a recent study, they showed that the emotional part of our brain, which is the amygdala, actually shows a higher level of activation in males when we see things that arouse us sexually. Whereas for women, it didn't activate quite as much with visual stimulus. Long story short, when we are attracted to a woman, when we are starting to fall for that woman, we literally can't take our eyes off her. Number 2 is that I was actually following through on my actions. When we started to date, I made a very intentional and conscious decision to make sure that I was always following through on my actions with her. And this is very true for men when they are actually falling in love. Because when we as humans value something, we do everything in our power to hold on to that. So when you're going out there and meeting men, I want you to live by what I call the 90-10 principle. And here's what that means. If you're trying to determine if a guy really is falling for you, only listen to 10% of the words that he says and look at 90% of his actions. Number 3 is that I was becoming just more optimistic about the world. Science shows that when we're falling in love, the world suddenly becomes less of a dark, evil, disgusting place. And you fall in love and then suddenly the world just opens up again and you feel alive. Now before I met Jess, I was single for about 2 years, and for the first year and a half, it was actually really fun. I was really enjoying it. But by those last 6 months, I was finding myself really looking for someone. And it's at that time in your life where you feel as yourself just less motivated at work, less excited about things. And it was like the moment I met her, bam, just like everything came together. It's almost as if she breathed new life into me. Have you ever experienced that when you've fallen in love? Leave a comment below. Number 4 is that I just wanted to see her all the time. Now, up until this point in time, I was actually talking to other women, but those women I didn't really want to see that often because I really wasn't quite sure. But once I met Jess and we started to really connect, I wanted to spend all of my free time with her. Researchers have actually explored the brain when people are falling in love, and what they've found is that we have this incredible rush of dopamine that just flows through our body, and dopamine is actually very addictive. So in essence, when you are falling in love, you actually become addicted to that person, almost as addictive as things like cocaine or cigarettes. Except in this case, if you found the right person, it's actually a healthy addiction. Number 5 is that I was open to trying new things. There was a study in the 90s that was done with college students, and they found that college students, when they fell in love, were much more open to trying new things in their life. Now, one thing you may not know about Jessica is that she's very into activities, things like going apple picking or escape rooms or just going out at night and going to various events. That was not usually my thing as much, but once we met and we were starting to really jive with each other and really connect, I was finding myself way more open to weird things like that I'd never experienced before. Number 6 is that I stopped trying to impress any other woman. In fact, I didn't even care about any other women by this point. When men and women find themselves in the bonding phase, they suddenly start putting on blinders and start focusing all of their emotional energy on their lover. This is what creates the bonding mechanism between two people. And finally, number 7 is that I started sharing everything about myself with her, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Love researchers have found that intimacy is the biggest separator between attraction and love. You can be attracted to someone but not have any type of intimacy with them. But when you're falling in love, that's when you really start to trust that person and really let your guard down. So I want to hear from you. Have you ever seen any of these signs from a guy that you've started dating? Leave a comment right there below. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you head on over to lovestrategies.com/steps, because I have a free training there that is going to teach you from start to finish how to get out there and attract the man in the relationship that you truly deserve. And also, if you haven't done it already, please give this a video a like, give it a heart, because that really helps me out a lot. And finally, do not forget to follow us on social, on Instagram, on YouTube, because we have a lot of awesome stuff coming your way that I know is going to help you build more confidence and successfully find love. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you sexy single lady, next week. Bye-bye.